Don't be known as coffee breath. Hey guys, so today I've got a special presentation for all of you. Something that a lot of people have asked, a lot of horror stories are out there as far as interviewees are concerned. Interviewees, the people who are being interviewed are concerned, as far as, and that is attire. So what should you wear and what shouldn't you wear? Whether it's a video interview or it's an in-person interview. One major don't is don't wear a t-shirt that says, "I have issues" by Deadpool. Now, you guys might say, well, it shows my personality, it's me. Well, I love Deadpool too. I would never wear this on I'm having some trouble here. I would never wear this on an interview. My life goal, not my life goal, but my life tip is that if you wouldn't wear it to meet the president or the Dalai Lama, don't wear it to an interview. Some of you might say, well, I would wear, I have issues on a meeting with the president and the Dalai Lama, and I have just one thing to say to you: reevaluate your life choices, because that's not how you meet somebody who is in a position of power and well respected. So, what should you wear? Now, ladies, let's start with you first. Heels. If you're not comfortable in heels, don't wear them. If you don't wear them on an everyday basis, if you cannot walk in a straight line without looking like a deer whose antlers got stuck, don't wear them to an interview, because it will be very obvious that you're not comfortable. And comfortable is key, because that's where your confidence is going to come around. The more uncomfortable you are, the more nervous you're going to get, and the more you're going to screw up. As far as attire is concerned, wear nice dress. A nice dress is fine with some flats. If you're gonna wear a dress, you don't usually need a jacket or a sports jacket or a blazer or anything. If it comes with, there are a lot of dresses that come with a blazer, that's fine. If you're wearing a two-piece suit, that's great. Just wear a nice blouse inside. Make sure that it's well dry cleaned and there are no stain marks. I had a candidate come in that had a dirty skirt, and you know, we all have jobs and it happens, but she was unemployed and she didn't take the time to use something we can buy at dollar store, lint remover. She had 10 cats, all different colors, and I could see all the colors of the cats on her skirt. Did that sway my decision? No, it did not. But you know what? That did not also look good on her part. It showed me that she didn't really care for that job, and you don't want to come across as that way. If you're wearing a two-piece suit, you don't need to wear a two-piece suit. I personally just wear a nice dress and some heels, or I would just prefer flats. So most of the times for my interviews in the past, I've worn flats. Or I'll wear a nice dress pants, a nice blouse, because I live in Arizona and it's always hot outside. It's hotter than hell outside right now, so not wearing a suit unless I absolutely have to. Gentlemen, I have a story for you. Long time ago, I had a candidate come in for an interview wore a white shirt, nice dress pants, and a nice blue tie. He had lasagna that day. Guess how I know? There were stains on his shirt. You don't want that. If you are gonna have an interview, make sure to not wear white, especially if it's after lunch, or if you're gonna have an after lunch interview and you're gonna wear white, don't eat something that will stain your shirt. Be mindful about that. And dress pants, khakis are okay, polos are okay. If you want to don a sports jacket, that's great. I think guys look great in a sports jacket and nice dress pants. It really shows your personality. It shows your confidence more than your personality, but it is really helpful, because when you guys are dressed nice, when we are dressed nice and when we feel good, we are more confident. And when we are looking like we just got out of a hipster bar with our hair buns and whatnot doesn't look that good. And it doesn't matter what the interviewer is wearing. Their environment can be casual, and after getting the job, you could wear a I have issues shirt. That's fine. But right now, you are the one auditioning, and they're the one judging you for the most part. So make sure to put your best foot forward, especially if you want the job. If you don't want the job and you don't care for the job, just call them and say, hey, I don't want the job. This is going to be a waste of my time. Don't come in looking like you don't care, because it becomes very obvious. And this is an issue that I have because my hair is just in a state of unkemptness right now. There we go. It's in a state of unkemptness right now, and I did that on purpose because I wanted to show you that it doesn't matter if your hair is curly, if your hair is straight, it's wavy, there's a way to put it all together. I did this on purpose today so I can show you guys what your hair should not look like. Curly hair is fine, straight hair is fine, whatever the way you want your hair to look, that's fine, as long as it doesn't look like you just were in a fight with a cat or a dog or something. It's all about the way you're looking. What else? Oh, smoking. This is something that especially happens in an in-person interview. I know a lot of you smoke, and that's okay, that's a personal choice. What you do in your personal life is your business. But when you are going for an interview, ensure that you're not smoking right before the interview. Why do I say that? Because it smells. The smell of cigarettes linger. And you might not be able to smell it because you're kind of immune to it. You don't smell it anymore as much as the other person does. And I've had this happen where people come in and I can smell that they just smoked. I can smell it, and it smells god awful. And you do not want to put the other person through that. And if you try to put some cologne or spritz yourself with some cologne or perfume, we can smell that too. I used to work in a large organization, staffing organization, and we had ladies that would go down, smoke multiple cigarettes, come back upstairs and would spray themselves with perfume, and it just made it that much worse. I had the worst migraines of my life at that job because of that. So if you're smoking, don't smoke an hour before the interview. If you're drinking coffee, don't drink it right before the interview, because nobody wants coffee breath. Nobody. And I'm an avid coffee drinker. I drink 6 cups of coffee a day. I get that. What else is there? Oh, onions and garlics. During the interview day, on the interview day, don't eat anything that's heavy on onions or garlics. Don't eat anything that will make your breath smell. If you want, just chew a gum or eat a mint before the interview so it doesn't smell like you were being warded off by a vampire hunter and you were being thought of as a vampire and there's a garlic smell all over you. Don't do that. These might seem simple, but I've had these incidents happen to me. So, a few key things to remember. Be professional, look good, the way you want to look good. It doesn't matter the society's image. What you want to look like and what makes you confident is the way you want to look, as long as it's professional. Make sure that you're able to walk straight, ladies. If you don't wear heels normally, don't wear heels during the interview. Gentlemen and ladies, don't eat lasagna or anything that will stain your shirt or cause bad breath on the day of the interview or right before the interview. Don't smoke. If you smoke right before the interview, or give it an hour, and don't drink coffee right before the interview. Which, the coffee story, I have a story there. Long time ago when I was in Chicago, I went to an interview and I took McDonald's coffee. And I was young and I was naive, and nobody had told me how to behave or to not take coffee during your interview. So I was sitting in a conference room. I didn't want to show my $1 McDonald's coffee to them, so I put it by my feet. And the interview went well, everything was great, and I went to get up, kick pushed my chair back and there was coffee spilled everywhere. Yeah, that was not great because I looked down and there's coffee everywhere, and I look up, nobody realized it, and I could have not said anything, but the honest moral person in me said you need to say something. So I'm like, oops, I dropped and spilled my coffee. So the interviewers that were there, they started like, they grabbed paper towels and started cleaning and everything. Safe to say, I did not get that job. So don't be like me. Don't be like young, naive. Don't do these things. I wish somebody would have told me things that I'm telling you guys, because I've learned from experience, and I was looking for a job. But these are the things I've learned. Recruiters, if you have missed something, let me know in the comments below. Job seekers, and wonderful candidates. If you want to see more video on a certain topic, or any topic on Facebook, but things. If you have a topic in mind that you want to record, let me know, and I would be happy to do so. I'm doing a lot of research. It's not in my area of expertise, so I think I know the right person. So, thank you so much for listening and watching with me. See you guys next week. Wait, before you go, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you know somebody who can use my advice, make sure to share it with them. And as usual, subscribe. I put out videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays. Catch you later.